everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we have an end of season video style. Now it's not going to be the recap, I'm saving that for Friday as I have something a bit special. I'm not wanting to spoil it or anything like that, but I think you're going to really enjoy it for those who check it out. But today I've decided to do a sort of end of season wrap up of Rangers. He's not season, but the transfer sort of players, who's disappointed, blah blah blah. It's probably going to be called, lads, let me think, off the bat. This is a quick lad it. Watch this, watch this. Top 5 Rangers flops of the season. Boom! Centre flops of the season. Top 5 flops of the season. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, people. Hit the like button. If that doesn't get a like, I swear to God, I think what will, because there's nothing else. So I've been playing a lot of Football Manager on that lately. If anyone's missed that on Twitter. I finally sold Andy Halliday, and the next game I was playing against the team I sold it to him and he fucking scored. So I'm not saying Andy Halliday's going to be in this video, but there's a very high chance. But let's just start right off with the video. And we're going to be talking about the number 5 position, which I feel is a bit unfair. So I'm going to slap them both in, and I'm going to slap them both in because not quite normally I always put them together, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go with Niko Kranjčar and John Rossiter as the 5th most disappointing transfer signings of the season, or flops of the season, whatever you want to call them. And the reason I'm calling them flops, lad, and we're back in the room, the camera froze. The reason I'm calling them actual flops is because, not because they didn't play well or anything like that, but it's because they got injured, and that's what happens. We knew that going in. I called it. If you go back and look, I said to them, Niko will play 5-10 games, get injured for the rest of the year. Called it. Rossiter, I said he's never really fit for Liverpool, that's why we got him. He's always injured. Called it. Unfortunately for Rangers, I don't know how this. I don't think the season would have been drastically different, because I think a lot of things went behind the scenes of our failure of a season, if you want to call it that. But I'll speak about that another time. But I think Niko Kranjčar and John Rossiter, they came with big reputations that people expected to play, and they were expected to change games. Rossiter played like 5 games, didn't play again after August, and Niko played slightly after that, and then he's been injured. Now he's just currently fit just now, so that's why they're at the number 5 position. I know it's completely harsh, but if you look at it by the terms and conditions, if you tried to sign him on Football Manager, sponsorship Football Manager, if you sign 2 players and then they end up getting injured for the rest of the year, what are you guys going to think? Of course it's going to be a flop. So it's a very harsh flop, but CJ Novo 92 takes no prisoners. Niko and Jordan Rossiter, you are the 5th, was it the 5th most flopped of the season? Anyway, moving on to number 4. And this is where it gets a bit more complicated. I'm going to speak about the Joey Barton situation. Everyone knows, I think I've divided a lot of the Rangers community because I stuck up for Barton when it was like all coming out. I says, oh, blah, 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 we're choosing the wrong people. But everyone else is like, Andy Halliday's one of our own. Craig, let's dislike this guy because he's got an opinion that's different from ours. It turned out to be right because we choose the wrong player. Now, Barton, off the field incidents and everything's kind of barred his entire career because he is a very, very talented football player. Just look at the teams he's played for. He's even got an English cap as well. And I was one of these guys that really, really looking forward to him coming to Rangers. I think everyone sort of knows that, who knows me. Spoke about him a lot. He obviously captained the Rangers career mode to the league title in the first season. Check that out. Off the field stuff and everything sort of hindered it. Like, I thought he was looking pretty good. I believe he got 1 man in the match against Hamilton earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken. I know a lot of people was expecting a lot more from him, but he was doing his job. Obviously, the Celtic game happened and we got fucked like Sasha Gray in our prime. And from there, it all sort of tindered down like he went in the training. He wasn't happy that everyone was all happy and celebrating and everything like that. Had a disagreement, had a couple of verbals, done a few BBC Sports Radio interviews. Bing bang bosh. We didn't just sell him for any money or let him go for free to Burnley. No, what we done is we paid for his wages for about 6 weeks. Then we sacked him, terminated his contract, paying his agent, paying him a bit more money as well. Because that's the Rangers way. We don't have money, but we like to just waste anyway because we don't have any money. But you know, just in case we're starting to save a little bit, let's just fuck them back up, because that's what we do at Rangers Football Club. We can't handle our finances. We'd fucked it all wrong. But again, bringing it back to sort of the Barton side of things, He didn't help himself with his interview, and obviously I'm not going to go in and talk about his addictions and stuff like for his gambling and all that stuff, because that kind of turned out later on in the season. Like, I'm not one of these types of people that's going to bring these sort of things up. I think addiction, I think depression and stuff like that is nothing to be made fun of. That's why I don't make fool of Neil Lennon anymore, after he came out and said he's been suffering depression this year and thinking about suicide and stuff like that. So because of that, I'm not going to be talking about any of these sort of things or making any jokes. So I'm not going to talk about that side of Joey Barton. All I'm going to say is he did flop, unfortunately for me, even though I really, really liked him, and I still think he would have done came good if he gave him more time. Sorry, Joey Barton, because of your reputation, because of all the things you promised, you're number 4 in my flop list. Really sorry, brother. Moving on to the next one, it is number 3, and that is going to be Joey Garner. We've got Joey Garner. We've got flopped. And it's a painful flop because he is starting to play a lot better now, because we're playing his style of football. I've kind of stuck it up for him for a long time. And I mean, you could argue that Barry Mackay should be in here, because people say he flopped, but I don't think so. And everybody knows I love Barry, so he's not going in there. I've chose Joey Garner for my third spot because he came with a lot of money. He didn't score a lot of goals. He got booked a lot of times. And he's just not involved that much, apart from headers. Like, he's always running in the channels lately, and you're just like, what's going on? I think Pedro's now finally understood that he's a natural goal scorer in the air, so he started to cross it. So I'm sure he will come good, but because of the price tag alone, I'm really, really sorry. Everyone knows that I love Joey Garner. But because of that price tag, we were expecting a 20 goal a year striker. We got, what did he get, like 8 goals? That's a flop, lad, for that amount of money. Moving on to the number 2, and a lot of people was going through my mind at this point. I was kind of going back for like even Tavernier, Lee Wallace obviously is heavily flopped this season, but I kind of called that earlier on, obviously with the step up of opposition. I thought Tavernier's really, really struggled as well. Just look at his goal tally last year and his free kicks he scored last year to this year. But I've went for someone by the name of Martin Waghorn. I don't know why I said his name weird like that. And I've chose Waghorn because he scored so many goals last year. We were singing songs about him. He was this, he's that. He's the big fied bastard. He scores goals for fun. He's going to bag 15 goals anyway. Joey Garner's going to get 20. We're going to challenge for the title. That was the memorandum. I never said that. I knew we were going to finish second. But he's just... What's actually embarrassing is he actually won Striker of the Year, or top goal scorer of the year. And that's mostly all the cup games and all the Diddy teams and stuff like that. He has zero composure in front of goal. He's terrible. He's one of the worst strikers I've ever seen at one-on-ones. Like Harry Kane, when he goes one-on-one, you know it's a goal. Aguero, when he goes one-on-one, you know it's a goal. And obviously there's quite a step up. Even like Dembele or Leif Griffiths, if you want to do Scottish football. Even Liam Boyce, Mole. These people, when you go one-on-one, you expect a goal. I've got to that stage now with Waghorn that I do not expect a goal. I'm expecting him to miss it some spectacular. I'm going watching him, I'm like, is he hitting this one at the bar, or is he going to smash this one straight at the goalkeeper? That's where I'm actually getting to the stage now. And because of that, because of the hype around him, because everyone loves him and stuff like that, I've put him at number 2, even though he did win goal scorer. I suppose you could argue that he should be number 3. But I just feel like he's frustrated a lot of people, especially in the Celtic games where he's been run out of play. I was expecting a lot more from him, so he's going to be in my number 2. You could swap him and Garner around, but me personally, I'm more disappointed with Waghorn, because I could make the argument and make the point for Garner. We didn't play at his strengths. Waghorn, we've tried him everywhere. We've played him up front, we've played him left striker, we've played him wherever he wanted to play. He's just not delivered when he's needed. And moving on to my number 1. Right, before I even tell you, put it in the comments right now, if you're watching this video, who do you think is going to be my flop of the season? If you've watched this channel before, you know who it is. Put it down below. I'll give you a couple of more seconds. I'll put you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Andy Halliday. Halliday. That song should get started. Let's start that chant next time. Halliday. It could be so good. Halliday. He's shite, to be honest with you. I know I always do the clip. I'm not going to do the clip by Robert De Niro on it. I think it's been done enough. Roll the clip.
I mean, he's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk. He's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt.
We're obviously talking about the number 1 flop of the season, and the reason I've chosen that, it's not because I have a vendetta against him or anything like that. Or I think he's dug shite. Waste of a jersey. Season ticket holder that plays. And Rocky's about to mess up the light, watch this. It's not any of the reasons. It's because mostly he played really well last year if you think about it. He was scoring free kicks, to be fair to him. Obviously played a very, one of the man of the match performances against Celtic in that cup victory. The cup game, a semi-final I believe, victory. And then obviously after there actually you could see the decline. He seemed to lose interest and I don't know what. He seems to be like a Rangers fan. I've seen the video, you just keep tagging me where he's going, I'm a blue boy and everything like that. Aye, that's it. He's a fan. He's not a football player. He's not got the quality to play for Rangers, unfortunately. I'd love him to, because obviously that's what Jamie watched a supporter play for the club and he loves the club. He just isn't good enough for the club. He's not good enough. He was good in the third division, second division, first division, sorry. Perfect. Play for him. I'll love him. I'll cheer for him. The Championship now, when we're trying to get to European places, we're trying to improve our finances in our club by getting higher in the league. We're relying on players that aren't good enough for the club, and I think he's a prime example, but everyone overlooks him because he's Andy Halliday, he supports the team, he's brilliant, blah blah blah. Look at him, he's done the speaker thing, he does the bouncy. I don't give a fuck if he does the bouncy. All I care about is his performances on the field. Those 90 minutes is all I care about for Rangers. That's it. I didn't care about what they do off. I didn't care about their Twitter accounts, what they post on Instagram. I care about what they do in the field that gets us points, that gets us league titles, that gets us into European places and improves the club and takes us a step closer to getting back to where we belong. But he's just not good enough. He's not going to do it. But yeah, I'm sorry I was getting a bit ranty there. But that's just how I feel about the situation. That is going to be my flops of the season. Who's your guys? Remember, I always do these videos because I want to see what you guys actually put. So put your 5 down below. I'll just run through mine again. Nico/Jordan, harsh. It's fucking Joey Barton. Joey Barton, number 4. Joey Garner. Coincidence. Joey Garner at number 3, Martin Wyker number 2, and the season ticket holder that plays in Ibrox number 1. That is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to be smashing that like button, dropping some comments in, and subscribing if you're new. I have been CJ Novo 992. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, which is mental. I'm going to be doing the sub club real soon. I do apologise, it's been a wee bit of delay with me and Kyle, but we're going to sort that out real soon. I'll get back to you on that. Again, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.